Hello everyone, Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia here with you. Very exciting week. We're just about to get ready to go to on stage. We've got 2 more sleeps until we head off to Brisbane. Is that right? Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we leave Thursday. Yes, 2 more sleeps. So we're really excited because I've got 29 of the Crazy Crafters coming along to on stage. Some of them for the first time and some of them because they just had so much fun the last on stage that they're just not going to miss it. I've also had my hair done, so if you notice it's all very it's moving around a lot and getting in my eye, and that's because it's all brand new and washed, ready for on stage. We've got to do these things, don't we, as girls? Get our hair done and our nails and all the rest of it. So that's nice. Hey, Nikki, thanks for jumping in. So I've had an exciting week, as always. There's always something new happening here. Had a few rack cards that I wanted to share with you. This lovely one from one of the girls in my team. Sorry, it's back to front-facing camera. But that's from Kate Bernardi. And then I had some, we're doing a rack card at the moment, like a random act of kindness card. Now, it was yesterday was the deadline to get your cards out for that rack card event. But if you're not part of the event and you still want to take part, I'm totally fine if you jump on in. I'll put the link when I finish this video for you to be able to join the Facebook group and take part in our random act of kindness card. So we're going to have like an event every month and then do a giveaway. Yeah, that sort of thing. Tanya says she can't hear me. Can anyone else hear me? Maybe your volume's down, Tanya. Because I'm definitely speaking loud enough. Bruno says I speak too loud. Hopefully you get the sound thing sorted. And there was also this one from Sue as well. A lovely card there using the swirly bird thinlets, and that one looks like perpetual birthday calendar, the leaves. I love that stamp set. It's such a great versatile stamp set, that one. So thank you very much for that, Sue. I love getting cards in the mail, don't we all? It's just like the best thing ever when it's not a bill. It's like, yes, I don't have to pay a bill. It's actually someone who's thinking of me. So that's always a nice thing to do, and it's nice if we can share the love around. So what else did I do last week? We had the international, well, actually for those that have earned Thailand, the demonstrators that earned enough points to go to Thailand, we're doing a blog hop once a month. And we had one last Wednesday here in Australia. It's different time zones depending on where you are in the world. But it was all about nature. Our blog hop this time, so hopefully you didn't miss it, but that was my card that I did for the nature blog hop, and I used the touches of texture in the background, that stamp set. It's actually a double stamp set, that one, 1, 2, so I used that in the background, and then I used the birthday blooms in the front. I do have it here, there it is, so that's that beautiful bloom there. Yeah. So that's a very nice one there. And I used Sahara Sand, which I haven't actually used that in a while. And then just used a bit of Whisper White layering. And then here you can see I actually cut off the leaves and just sort of tucked it in behind, just for a little bit of layering, and then watercolored those leaves. And I love how the early espresso, well actually I used soft suede on this one, but I love how it sort of bled a little bit when I used the watercolouring. I thought that gave the leaves a nice little bit of colour there. So that's that one. Thank you. Yes, that is from the Gift of Love. I actually have been using those sentiments a little bit more. It's the Host stamp set, that one. So I thought that was very elegant. That nice thank you there. So there's that one. Now global design, or actually before I do global design, I wanted to show you because these have been very popular. The 72 cards, super fast. I was able to get my customer cards done using the beautiful Moroccan, and yes, there's more, and yes, there is more. And yes, there is even more. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to hold them all. And more. So this is all just using a pack of paper. Can you believe it? Check out all these cards. Holy moly. So if you just like love it, chop it, hashtag love it, chop it, you can have all these amazing cards too. And they were so simple. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Judy. Hi, Odette. Hi, Marilyn. Martha's here as well. Oh my goodness, starstruck. Love you, Martha. I love your designs. So yes, so there's all the cool cards you can make just using a pack of paper. So even though the pack of paper special has finished, get the paper out, because I know lots of you, including my customers and team members, bought lots of paper, but I want to see you using it and hashtag love it, chop it. So that's what you can add to it, and I'll go looking for all those people that are using their paper. But I actually decided to use my paper again because it's like the best thing ever. Oh, there's my card. Hang on. I have to come back. I'm like, where did I put my card? I had it over at the chopper, at the guillotine. So this is my global design project card that I did. Sorry again for being back to front. You are too cute, Martha. I told Martha how starstruck I am when I see her on here, and she's like, what? Get out of here. It's true. It's very true. You know, there's just certain people that do that to you. So that was my card, and I thought, why not? We'll make it today. But I've done a few different variations. I'm not going to use the thinlits. So this was inspired by Brian King, his design. He had like a little bear sneaking out in the corner, and it was really cute. It had peekaboo to someone new. So I just went for the layout, and I loved the layers, and I loved this idea of putting the thinlet or a cutout in the corner. So that's where I was designed. Marilyn asked a very good question. Do I have any November specials? I actually stayed up last night. I was so naughty. I stayed up so late. It was like 1:10 by the time I went to bed. And I was up this morning getting my hair done, and I looked shocking when I walked into the hairdresser. I was like, my eyeballs were hanging out of my eyes. But we have a brand new stitched shape framelits that have just come out today, and they are gorgeous. They're like ovals and squares and circles, and they've got like the stitched edging. I have been like hanging out for framelits that have that design on it. So I ordered it first thing last night. I'm like, I'm getting that straight away. So, but then there's also specials that Stampin' Up! Have got coordinating stamp sets that go with the framelits that are 25% off. So that's really exciting to have those stamp sets on special. Now, every month with my team and also my customers, I do a little draw. And last month I did that Oh Happy Day kit, which is super cute in this box. So I'll be drawing a winner of someone who won, both in my team and my customers, who won that kit last month just for placing an order over a certain amount. I think for my customers it was $50 and for my team it was $100. But with the next month's draw, I decided to go Project Life because I thought, you know, it's nice getting it all set up. And once you have everything you need, then you're set to go. So this month's draw is going to be the photo pocket pages. And I love this variety. I think they're really cute. It's variety pack number 2. And I've got the gorgeous Hello Lovely. This one's the real vintage one. I did some cards based on this card collection. That it's just a beautiful card collection. I think I've got, do I have one open here? Yes, there it is there. Hello Lovely. Hello Lovely. I've used a lot of them. Do I have any of the, oh yeah, here's some of the bigger ones. Yeah, they'll give you an idea. So it's this one here, the real vintage flower, like gorgeous, 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 gorgeous cards. So you could use this for cards if you wanted to, but I thought it would be really nice to set someone up with the entire card collection, the pocket pages, the accessory kit, as well as the mini album. So that's going to be the draw for my customers and my team next month. So 2 people will be getting these cool little sets. But I actually thought I'd do something different because I normally only have 1 prize, but I'm actually going to do another prize, and I've got the all year long Project Life card collection. So there's going to be 2 prizes for both my team and for my customers next month. So that's going to be exciting, and it's the same as usual. Put your name down in my VIP group if you've ordered over the amount that I said in the group, and to take pictures of your brown boxes arriving, your BBBs. Big brown boxes. Some of you said SBBs, small brown boxes. So that'll be really exciting for next month. Hey, Kayla, nice to have you here. So that's exciting news. Now, the other thing that's happening next month, so we've got this month, I should say. I'm already clicking over. I've moved into November. Oh, yes, that's right. I was like, I know there's something else I wanted to tell you. So I did a little draw for these swatch book samplers. They've only got 3 in them, so normally the full pack has all 13 designer series papers from the annual catalogue, but I'm running a little draw, and I'm going to be making a winner very, very soon. There's 9 of them to give away, so you've got a pretty good chance of winning one. So I'll put the link on my video after I finish as well, so that you can sign up for that. It's for Australia only, sadly. And it doesn't matter if you're a demonstrator, you can sign up for it as well. I'm more than happy. And I wanted to show you this delivery because I know that you'll all have a really good laugh. This arrived yesterday. I was going to post a picture, but I thought, you know what? I'll save it for my video tomorrow. All I'm going to say is I'm going to have a very happy husband. Does anyone know what these are? How long will these last? Dimensionals. I actually really love them for team gifts too, because there's nothing like the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, is there? Once you've tried the Stampin' Up! Ones, you'll never go back to the cheap ones because they're just the bomb. And the other draw that I'm going to be doing this month for November, just because it's fun doing draws and you all love them. So I'm doing another one, and I actually had a lot of requests for this. Yeah, a lot of dimensionals. Have some people been seeing something like this around? Maybe I'll pop it open and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Ah! It's the trash bin. So this is a 10-year anniversary Stampin' Up! Trash bin. And it is super duper cute. And it's actually quite big. It's pretty big, so yeah. And then you just flatten it and it goes back into a little circle. So I've got 2 of those. Demonstrators are welcome to join that draw as well. So I'll pop it up on the page. I haven't done the setup yet, so I'll get that all sorted so that you can all take part in that one. So I think that's everything that I wanted to show you, other than let's do this little card together here, and I'll give you the measurements. Every week I'm saying to myself I'm going to get organised and print out the measurements for you all. But, you know, typical Kylie. I'm just amazed when I get here relatively on time. So bad. But anyway, I'll show you the card and I'll tell you the measurements, and I can always write them in the page afterwards for you if you're needing them. So let's flip you around so we can do a bit of crafting together, because it's always a bit of fun to do a bit of crafting together. So let's see how I go here. Dun, dun, dun. We'll flip out. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty seamless. How did that go, everyone? You're all still with me? I didn't lose you all. So I'm going to do this one here, but just sort of change it up a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, I've got different DSP. And I actually decided to do slightly different measurements as well, because I thought it's nice having that big border of the Night of Navy, but I thought I'll do a smaller one this time. So it's up to you. You just take off 0.5 millimeter from the side. So the first thing that I like to do, and a few people have noticed this with my cards, is depending on which way my card is going to open, depends on the way that I cut my card. That's usually how I determine what cut to do. So because this is going to be opening, like, well, I won't use this one because I haven't folded it yet. But because this is opening that way, if I had it like this, I would definitely not do it like that. I would do it so that it opens up. So if it's landscape, then I do a different cut for my card. So that's how I only do it. And I think a big reason why I do that, because some people are sort of like, well, why do you do it like this? It's actually easier for photography, because if I do it this way, I can't get the inside, because I love decorating the inside of my card, and I can't get a good shot of the inside of my card. So that's probably a main reason why I do it, for photography reasons. But I also really love it now. I really love the look of the longer sort of narrow, well, it's the same size, just a different direction. So all I'm doing is just cutting that A4 cardstock in half. And I think it'd be the same if you have letter cardstock. It's just cutting it in half. So on the A4 cardstock, half is 10.5 because it's 21 centimetres across the narrowest point, and just cutting it in half. Hi, Beck Gomez. Nice to see you. So, yes, that's that card. So let's just make this together and do a few different little ideas. And I need to find my bone folder. Here we go. So I'll just fold that in half. Grid paper is the best thing ever. I'll never stop saying that, because it is. It's like the bomb. Now, I better make sure. Oh, yeah, that's working. Good. I didn't have my Tombow glue upside down, so it could have been a disaster. Now, of course, already one sheet of paper has gone walkabouts. How does this happen in the craft room? Seriously, does this happen to everyone else? It's like it was just here, and somehow it gets up and walks away. It decides to go have a coffee break and just walks away from me. I wonder if that's it over there. Hang on, I'll be right back. This is so me. Beck, you know it, don't you? It's like, yeah, whatevs. Is this the one? Yay! See, I told you. Jumped up off my desk and walked over the other side. Either that, or it's like had an avalanche of like stuff fallen over the top of it. So the first thing I do is my Whisper White. Or you could actually do the layer, but it's, yeah, either. Up to you. So then I love my Tombow because I can move it around a little bit afterwards and get the measurement looking relatively okay. If Bruno looks at this, he'll be like, you're out 1 millimetre. No, to be 0.1 of a millimetre. So then I get my paper. I feel so sad when I see this side. It's very hard to choose. It's like choosing your favourite child or your favourite pet. Which side do I glue on? But there's always more paper. Remember, people, this is what stops us from chopping it. It's because we don't want to hurt the paper's feelings. But remember, you're hurting its feelings by not using it. See, now someone gets to enjoy this. Yes, I lose paper all the time. So, now I'm going to do the stamping. Because I've decided instead of doing the thinlet, I'm going to try something different. Now, this may not work out because typical Kylie has not tested this beforehand. So, hashtag disaster could occur. Grab my blocks. That one will be a good one. So, I'm using the Touch as a texture because I thought I really haven't inked it up enough. And I thought it's such a sweet flower there, because this is quite bold and strong. I thought it needs something soft and delicate to sort of go with it, just to balance it out. So I've got my Night of Navy. Now be very, very careful of Night of Navy. It is so inky. Oh my goodness, I get this ink all over me. So I'll stamp that up. See, look at that. It's already smooshed at the bottom. So yeah, very softly, people. Now, lovely friend Annette decided to call. How weird is that? I actually remembered to put it on Do Not Disturb this time, and yet I still got a phone call. How does that happen? Random. Anyway, I'm never safe. So I think I want it to sort of stay in the corner. So I'm happy with it being sort of half off, half on, and a bit lower. So let's go about there. As I said, it could be a disaster. Oh, that's actually quite pretty. How nice does that look? Hey, Beck, do you have Angie the hairdresser's address? Because Annette needs it. We all go to the same hairdresser because she's the best. Although I don't think you go to her, do you, Beck? Poor Annette. She needs to be watching my live recording so that I can tell her where the hairdresser is. She's got Angie's number, though. She can call her. Angie's the bomb. So I'm going to use Rose Wonder. I really love sentiments that have like different font. Really love it. I could definitely do with sympathy for this card or wedding wishes, but I don't actually have any weddings coming up that I know of, unless someone's not telling me something. No, I don't even think I know anyone who's even close at the moment. I closed my Night of Navy. When do I ever do that? All right, so thank you. I adore polymer. I always like to test it first because this one, I don't know if I've used the thank you. Oh, yeah, I probably have. It looks good. So I adore photopolymer. Does everyone else love photopolymer? Particularly for stamping, I just like sentiments, I mean, we all stamp. So I'm going to guesstimate. And because of the grid paper, see how many times can I mention grid paper, how awesome it is. I can actually line up on the edge here and just get an idea, a rough idea of where I'm at, and just stamp that. And even above, like on the sides, I can see where I'm sitting. Oh, it looks so pretty. Does everyone love that? I love that. But what I'm going to do, and I've just thought of this because I want it to pop a little bit more. So I'm going to have a play, and it, you know, typical Kylie, I could have a play and this could completely wreck it, but I'm going to do a bit of watercolouring because I really love those flowers. I think they're so pretty. I want them to stand out a bit more. But I've got to be very careful. So you can see here I'm making a good old mess. I really want it to be a very light blue. So it's all dependent on how much water I'm going to put in here as to how light. See, that's a really nice blue because I don't want it to be overdone. I want that sort of vintage. My idea of watercolouring is just do it. I am not a good colourer, if that's a word, but see how the water's sort of pooling, and a key thing that I've noticed is you don't do it all to the edge. Like leave a little bit of white, and it sort of has that, yeah, real beautiful little watercolor look, and let it pool in an area. As you can see, I'm not even going back for more ink because it's just so strong, this Night of Navy. Pretty. And I'll do the rosebuds as well. I mean, I know there's no such thing as a blue flower. Well, these days you don't know. But it matches my card. So now there is. Yay! I'm really happy with that. Do you think that that looks better? I actually think it looks better. But I'm going to glue that down. I mean, what you could do to speed up the drying, I haven't let it go too wet because I'm only using the Whisper White. I'm not using watercolor, so you've got to be a little bit careful how much water you let sort of seep in there. but it's just enough to give it, yeah, some nice texture. And then I'll just Tombow that up and stick that down on this layer here. And again, because of the Tombow, it'll allow me to have a bit of movement. So this layer underneath, oh, some squeezed out, good thing it dries clear. Yeah, the best thing about the Tombow is the movement, but I love this layer here. I've just done 2 millimeters more than the cardstock. Where's my little sheet with the measurements? Oh yeah, here it is. So this Whisper White section, I did 6 centimeters by 10.5, and then I just did the Night of Navy 2 millimeters more. Oops, see, have you ever had that and you freak out? Let me show you this cool tool here. Best thing ever. So if you get a little bit of glue, just come on in with your adhesive remover, and it's like nothing ever happened. You just did the perfect card. Said no one ever. So then I'm going to jump on in with a new sheet of dimensionals. Oh, so pretty. And layer that up behind. So I put them in the corners for balance, and then a couple in the middle. And then I'll pull those off and make a mess everywhere so that my doggies, Jasper and Bella, can have dimensional backings on them. We find them on them all the time. I heard of someone that went to the shops and it was stuck to their face. It's so funny. Ma'am, you've got something stuck on your face. Oh, a dimensional backing. So I think, like with this one, I actually went higher, the other card, but you could sort of, you know, change up the direction. But with this one, I really I'm feeling centered today. And then I've just thought of a genius idea, as they say. But you know what? I bet you I'm not going to be able to find them because it's been so long since I've used them. But the beautiful pearls. Wouldn't they look so good on this card? Nah, I'm not going to start looking. Because if I start looking, I definitely will be here for a long time. And all of your time is precious. I found my rhinestones, but nah, I'm not vibing rhinestones. I'm vibing little tiny pearls in those flowers. So if you want to do this card at home, maybe when I post it, I can show you with the pearls on it. See, this is my life. Complete chaos. I am not an organised crafter, and I admire people who are, but that will never be me. I would like it to be me, though. No way. I found it. You've got to be joking me. I always blame my assistant, Jessie, when things go missing. I'm like, where did Jessie put it? Seriously, it was just here. So I like to use my snips with the pearls. I don't know if you've realised, but the little sticky bit at the back does, at times, if you use your finger, it doesn't come along with the pearl. So if you just use the little sticky bits or use your snips, it'll grab the sticky bit then. Holy moly, who would have thought, hey? I just like invented this card while talking to you all. And I am super impressed. Oh, that one might have lost its sticky. Yeah, it did. And it's really sad when it loses its sticky because then you can't really use it. Especially when they're this little. To there. And there. And one more. So I've got so many of these these pearls, I may as well use them up. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Thank you. So you could even like I really like, you know, another little additional, so you could even say thank you so much or something like that from one of the other stamp sets. I've seen people doing that, and I love seeing sort of like a mishmash of two different. Actually, now that I'm looking at that, it's looking very wonky. But anyway, I can fix that up later. So there you go, everyone. I'll flip you around and hold it up. Let's see how we go here. Ooh, Jessie's got a different idea about squeezing. I'm going to have to read that one again. Just push them back onto the backing sheet and squeeze. The sticky gets stuck back on. Ah, yeah, I would love to do that, but when they're like that minuscule, I like I like my chances of trying to get it back on and back the right way. Because knowing me, I'll stick the round bit and the flat bit will be raised. Anyway, yeah. If they were the bigger ones, maybe I'd get away with it. But the small ones are very small. So that's the card, and there we go. You can see that that has come up very nice just by using a similar sort of layout, similar paper, but so different. It gives it a completely different look. So that's the touches of texture with some of those beautiful pearls and some watercoloring. I'm really happy I did the watercoloring. I think that that has made it really pop, but you could do it without the watercoloring if you wanted to. So that's my little class today. Thank you everyone for joining me. There's so many of you today. It's awesome. And I'm sure there'll be lots watching the recording. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. The only thing to keep in mind is I still have my ink pad club running and my marker club. I'm going to be doing some more spots with that. So, oh, thanks, Beck. Thanks, Kayla. You're talking about me. No, I'm kidding. Yes, the card is beautiful. So yeah, so if you want to be part of my marker club, ink pad club, great way to sort of get a whole case of markers, $50 a month for 6 months. And the best thing about the markers, I'll just pull mine down. So you get to have the case and all the inks in them. And the way that I've designed the marker club is that you get an entire colour family or a colour collection each month. And then so 2 of the months you'll get the in colours. So you'll get 5 in colours, 5 in colours, and then you'll get 10, 10, 10, and then 8. So yeah, you're doing them, aren't you, Marilyn? They should be there any day now because they were sent last week. So you'll get the next lot of colours. And it varies depending on who you're sharing the marker club with. Means that everyone's on different colours each month because we share an entire case each month and then it gets distributed between 6 people. So that's how it works, so that one person will get the case each month, and every month you also get the tutorials that I send out, the tutorial bundle, which is going amazing. All of you love the October bundle, holy moly. I'll put a link up for that bundle if you're interested in that one. It's for demonstrators as well. You can even use it for classes and things like that. Just as long as you acknowledge us, and if someone wants the tutorial that you send them back to us rather than just printing out the tutorial, we would love you for that. We obviously can't watch you, but we'd be very, very happy if you send them our way. So yeah, so the ink pads though are really easy because I just give you a list of what you can order each month, and then you can basically collect all your ink pads over the, I think it's 8 months for the ink pad it takes to sort of get everything and keep it at a nice budget each month. So thank you all very much. If you have any further questions about, you know, joining or ordering, if you haven't ordered before, I have a host code club, which is like the best thing ever. I share all my host rewards with all my customers. So it's like we're having one big workshop every month, but everyone gets to share in the rewards. So it's usually a stamp set or some really cool things to choose from each month, plus the tutorial bundle, which is about $20. Yeah, the ink pad club's really good, Marilyn. It's a great way to get all the inks, because you can see behind me I've actually moved my inks to up the top here, which I absolutely love. It's so good being able to grab them here. another Bruno design. He makes me look organised when I'm not. But I absolutely love having every colour. And it's interesting that even colours that I don't think I'm going to use have actually come in really handy having them. So yeah, it's a good way to collect them all. But yeah, I'm sure I'll speak to you all soon. I'll be here next Tuesday, even though on stage has all happened. We're coming back on the Sunday. So I'll be back into it Monday and creating for Global Design Project. I'm actually hoping I can do that today. And yeah, I'll be back for another live class. So we'll hopefully see you all then. And yeah, any questions, let me know. But thank you everyone for jumping in. See you soon. Bye. Oh, this new hair. Oh, it's just so flowy. Bye everyone.